left Lipscomb last year, first year, Davidson Elkins College, Elkins, West Virginia. Talk to me about how you got here and what it's been like so far.
Yeah. How did I get here? So, and this is going back to, and this is why we talk about the basketball world being so small, but keeping your connections and doing the right things, like we talked about early in the show. At Eckerd, when I was getting recruited at my senior year, I went on a visit to Eckerd College in St. Pete, and my host family, well, not my host family, my host for my visit was Woody Taylor. He was the graduating senior guard, leaving, and I had told him I wanted to get into coaching. But long story short, me and Woody ended up being a GA at Marshall, actually, assistant at Bethune-Cookman, and now is an assistant at UNC Asheville. And we stayed in touch, throughout the years. And this job opened at Davidson Elkins with Coach Mondragon, and Coach Mondragon's a Florida guy. And him and Coach Mondragon and Woody were really tight when Coach Mondragon was at DME and Woody was at Bethune-Cookman. They got really tight, and that's just how the connection kind of folded. And I got, Woody got me in contact with Coach Mondragon, and we just completely clicked. And it's been great, honestly. And I talked to you when we talked, getting you up here to Davidson Elkins, like it's West Virginia. Like, what is there in West Virginia but just straight Davidson Elkins and basketball? But I'm having so much fun at this school. One, because Coach Mondragon pushes me, and we click on a high level. From recruiting to basketball to doing social media, like on all facets of this program, we are really in tune, and that's hard to find, to be honest with you. Like, I've seen some stats where the chemistry on the staff ain't great, and Coach has been fantastic, and he's teaching me stuff that I never thought of, especially coming. He's at a prep school, now at a D2 or whatever. Some things I just never thought of. It's just different levels. So Coach Mondragon has been a big part of why I've enjoyed my time here. And then second is our guys are amazing. Like, it's a big difference when you're coaching guys that want to get better and that want to win, and they're just really, really good guys. Like, there's nobody on our team that is just a butthole, that just has attitude, that just defies anything that we say. Or everybody listens. They say yes, try and say yes or no. So we're still working on it, but they acknowledge it, and they try and do the right thing. So, like, no, as a coach, you can't ask for anything better than that. And I think this program is going to really take leaps and bounds, over the next few years, because this group is really, really going to lay the foundation of how this program is going to be ran. And like I said, I honestly don't feel like Elkins, West Virginia is that boring, because I'm enjoying what I'm doing. Like, we was up at 6 o'clock this morning, 5:30 or 5 o'clock I was up, I haven't been to sleep, and I'm still in the office at 7 o'clock. Like, and I'm still wide awake, and I'm enjoying what I'm doing. So it's just so much fun, learning, engaging with, people on campus, with the students on campus. It's a big family atmosphere here. And I think it's just something that's really special, that this, as a program, as a basketball program, haven't had success in years. And I think we can have success because of you guys, of our players that are bought in. And it really started with the guys that returned: Sam, Breland, Courtney, Brighton. Those guys want to win. And then it also helped when Coach brought in JT, Evan, Joao, like really, really good guys that bond together and want to get better. You can't ask for a better recipe for success, to be honest with you.
For sure. Like we've been talking about, basketball world, very small world. I also know Coach Woody Taylor. He recruited my friend, and he recruited me a little piece too to come to Bethune. Definitely, I'm not gonna lie, Coach Woody is probably the best recruiter I ever have talked to in my life. Like, he's such a cool guy. Coach Taylor, if you see this, I still rock with you. You're my dog. I appreciate you even recruiting me or talking to me, giving me any kind of conversation, attention at that time, for sure. But like you said, I've been enjoying myself here too. It's definitely exceeded my expectations. Definitely a lot better than what I was thinking when I first decided to come here. West Virginia, I thought it was gonna be just, I don't even know, just dirt roads and like really no nothing. I mean, it's not really just the biggest city at all. It's not that much to do. We really could just only focus on us, like just basketball in school really is not too much else to do. But I mean, it's not really that bad of a thing, honestly, because that's what we're here to do, just get our education and play basketball. But I definitely think our program, we got a good chance to take a big step this year. I'm pretty sure the way we've been working, we should have a pretty good season, a winning season at least, definitely better than last year and the previous year. So I like how everything's going for sure. You and coach, you push us. We try to apply what you guys tell us. You know, we're working on just stacking good days. That's what we talk about a lot. So yeah, I definitely think just working on that and just all of us being cool with each other and like actually liking to be around each other, like we just talked about, is definitely important for sure.
And I think when you talk about, you know, we have what, you, Evan, Sam, me, Coach Von Dragon. Who else is from Brighton's from Florida?
Charleston.
Like, like you like, dang, why are y'all going from Florida to Elkins, West Virginia? It's the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't be no offense to Coach Meyer, you wouldn't probably be up here if it wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you knew me forever, and you know that I'm going to treat you the right way. Like, Sam understands that coach is going to treat, like, Sam understands that coach will treat Sam the right way. Same with Brighton, same with all those guys are from Florida. And for whoever might come to Davis and Elkins, we're going to push you. We're going to challenge you, but we also going to love on you. And we want you to be better. Like, at the end of the day, it's about getting your degree and then being a good, productive citizen in society. Like, that's all that really matters. But you guys make it fun for us because you guys listen, want to be here, and everybody gets along. So it like I said, it's a perfect recipe for success. We just there's going to be some adversity. There's going to be things like every basketball season, but I'm fully aware and confident that any adversity that comes with this team, you guys are prepared. Me and coach are prepared, and I'm excited to have a really, really good year for sure.
Definitely. I think that was obviously you being here, that was major, and me coming here, but also just seeing that it was 4 or 5 guys from Florida. Like, I knew it couldn't have been that bad of a place. And I know Florida, like people see, it's a lot that goes on in Florida. Florida is probably the craziest state. So I know if it's 5 people from Florida here, I know that they can manage. And also just Evan, that was definitely him being here. It was a big reason that I came here, playing against him the past couple of years. I knew the level of player he was, and whenever we played, we always competed. So like just having guys from Florida, like you said, and then also just getting here and actually bonding with the new guys from West Virginia, our international guys. Like, I feel like we just got a good group of guys, and I feel like everybody, like you said, is just kind of bought in, and we all have fun just doing what we love to do, playing basketball. I mean, the school part, nobody loves it, but we got to do that too. So yeah, I think everything.
And honestly, I think one of the best parts for me is the international guys. Like, we got 4 or 5 guys that are from other side, across the pond, and just to know their stories, their cultures, and like that's the coolest part about all this. Like, at Quinnipiac, we didn't have no internationals. Like, it was all Americans. Like, for the most part, we were all kind of the same. But when you have those international flavors, it's a cool dynamic that this school has, especially with the soccer team and like all these internationals. You can learn so much from different people. And I think that's a pretty cool concept that Davis and Elkins has and our basketball team has.
For sure. That's something I tell people all the time. Like, when people check in from home, they ask me how everything's going, what's school like, what's basketball like. I tell them, like, one of the main things I like about it is that the school, we might have 1,000 people or so, maybe a little bit over that, maybe a little bit less, but 80 to 75, 90, the majority of the people here play sports, they're athletes. So like, I feel like when you walk around, you just see people that are doing the same thing. They're in the same grind. They just left a 6 a.m. workout too, or they just getting done with practice too. They just got a game. They just finished a game too. Like, it's a certain level of respect you have for other people that's in the same grind as you, even though it's different lanes, different sports. So yeah, I think that's one of the things I like about the school for sure. Just knowing that it's people that aren't just students that are doing more than just like not the bare minimum, but like they're doing like they're being a student athlete, they're grinding schoolwork, sports, like all that kind of stuff is important to me too. So I think that's one of the main things I like about being here as well.